everybody, hi, nice to be back with you. Hope you're all well and enjoying your Sunday. I'm a little bit earlier this week because I'm going out shortly, so I just thought I'd quickly do this before we zoom out. Now, as this is the last Sunday of the month, I thought I'd do a quick roundup of all the things that I've found this month, just a few things, not loads of things, that have been helpful, that have made my sort of everyday menopause life just a little bit easier. Nothing groundbreaking, so don't get too excited. There's nothing that's going to stop hot flushes or menopause in its tracks. It's just all little things that just help the day go along a bit easier. So let's kick off with in my little bag of tricks here, these water bottles. They're from a company called Chili's water bottles, and basically what they do is they keep your drink cold, ice cold, for 24 hours, and they are brilliant. They're actually stainless steel inside. I don't know if you can see that or not in there. It's like a double wall vacuum, and you put your drink in there. It's leak proof. The outside stays at room temperature, which is a bit of a shame really, because if this stayed ice cold, I think this would be great for us, wouldn't it, just to sort of put on us and keep us cool. But it doesn't. It stays at room temperature, but the drink inside stays ice cold all day. They come in three sizes. This is a small size, which is 260 ml, and that's great. I use this if I'm put it in my handbag if I'm going to work, going out and about, refill it, and it, like I say, it just keeps it cold. They do this size, which is 500 ml. And you can get them in all sorts of different colours, shiny or matte. This 500 ml one is great if I'm sort of doing my brisk walk for the day or going to the gym or something. And then they do a larger one, which I don't have. That's 750 ml, which is, I think my husband uses that more than me, to be honest. But also, if you're going out for the day, if you're going for a picnic or barbecue, or if you're on holiday on the beach or something, just stick your drink in there, water or wine if you like white wine. I don't sort of drink white wine, so but it keeps it cold. And if you've got wine in there for a picnic, I think it's great because you don't have to bother with ice buckets or ice or cool bags or anything. It just keeps it nice and cold. And there was some emails doing the rounds a few months ago on whether you should or shouldn't refill your ordinary water bottles. Now, they were saying that the chemicals in the plastic of these ordinary water bottles, plastic ones, can actually leak out into the water and disrupt hormones and bad for your health and everything, and especially if they get warm. So if you keep the bottle in the car, for example, during the summer months, the heat is supposed to leach these chemicals out even more. Now, I don't think that that's true in this country. I think from what I've read, and I was doing some research into it before I was doing the talk today, I think they're very safe to use in this country. I'm not quite sure what it's like if you go abroad. I know that I spend a lot of time in Asia, and their plastic drinking bottles are quite thin, almost like they sort of collapse in your hand. So I don't know about the regulations for those, but in the EU, or not now, in our country, we can reuse them quite safely, apparently. However, do wash them out because they are a bit of a breeding ground for bacteria. So you need to wash them in hot soapy water, especially around the rim where you drink out of. And also if it's been in your bag and it's maybe crumpled a bit and it's damaged the plastic, then bacteria can grow in there as well. So do make sure, if you're not using one of these types of bottles, if you're refilling your ordinary water bottle, do make sure you wash it out properly. And I certainly wouldn't use it for more than 3 or 4 times before getting a new one. But the whole point of these is to keep your drinks cold, which an ordinary water bottle obviously won't do. So the point of this, the USP of these, is it keeps your drinks ice cold for 24 hours. And the price, the small one, 260 ml, is $14.99. The medium-sized one, which is 500 ml, is well, on the website it says it's $18.98, which is a bit of a odd price. And then the large one, which I don't have to show you, that's a 750 ml. That is $22.99. And their website is chilisbottles.com. So it's with a CHILLYS. chilisbottles.com. So check them out if you want that. I mean, they're quite cool. They keep your drinks cold and keep them in your bag, or very versatile for lots of other things. So that's my first thing. Now the next thing that I came across, which surprised me, is something, is from Urban Decay, and this is called a makeup setting spray, cooling and hydrating. Now, I don't wear a full face of makeup every day. If I'm just going to the office doing emails or whatever, then I'll just use a tinted moisturiser, maybe a bit of bronzer, and that's me done. But I think if I'm doing meetings, doing talks, or whatever I'm doing, demonstrations, then obviously I need to put my makeup on and full face, foundation, eyeshadow, lipsticks, and all the rest of it. And I know that within a matter of hours, I'm going to be having a hot flush. Makeup will be melting off me, it seeps into the cracks and lines and everything, and you just know it's just going to look awful, it goes all patchy. So I bought this, I thought I'm going to try this just to see what it's like, and it really did work. So it comes in a spray. Now what you do is you put your makeup all over your face, and then you just sort of spritz it over, and then that's it, you just leave it. Now when you put it on, straight away you feel that sort of instant cooling sensation, but don't misinterpret that for a cooling spray that's going to keep you cool all day. It's not like those water sprays that you spray on to keep you cool. This is not that product. This product is to set your makeup. It's actually got a temperature control technology in it, and what it does is it chills the surface of the makeup, so it sets it. Now I remember years ago I used to actually spray hairspray on my face to set my makeup, so not a good idea, not good for the skin at all. So this basically will set the makeup. It does have a slight cooling sensation. You're certainly not going to get a freezing Arctic blast from it, but the point of this is to set the makeup. They do two sizes. This is 118ml, which is £22, and then they do a small travel size, 30ml, and I think that's £9. But if you've got an event to go to, like a wedding or a works event, or or some women, you have to wear makeup every day for work, and you know that it's going to sort of start streaking after a few minutes, then do try this and see what you think, because I think it's worked for me anyway. I've used it a couple of times now and it's worked for me, so I was quite pleased with that. Now the next thing, which I'm slightly embarrassed about because I seem to have an obsession with this at the moment, and it is pyjamas. I've been everywhere I go. If I'm out shopping, I'm looking at pyjamas, I'm looking at them online. I've bought far too many pairs this month, but there's so many lovely designs out there now that you can't really tell the difference between pyjamas and a nice pair of summer trousers. And I know we had one lady who sent a post in a couple of days ago, I think, and she bought these what she thought were summer trousers, and she was wearing them out and going to various places in them. Went to a friend's dinner, house for dinner, and she said to her, "Do you know you're wearing pyjamas?" And she had no idea. But I think, if you're anything like me, get home from work, you just want to take your clothes off, take your dress off or whatever, and get into something comfortable, have a glass of wine, cup of tea or whatever, and just relax for the evening. And some of the designs now are just so lovely, and I've got just 3 pairs that I bought to show you. Now these ones, you've probably seen them, these are from Marks, and they've got a really lovely soft waistband. They're very light. I don't know whether you can see them a bit close to the camera, but they've got this lovely design going on at the bottom. Really lightweight and just so comfortable to wear, and I think that you could quite easily wear those on the beach or by the pool for summer trousers, don't you think? And I'd certainly wear them at home when I get home in the evening, just pop them on and I just feel comfortable. They do come as a set, actually. They don't come on their own. It comes with this top. I don't actually wear them together, but it comes with that top as well. And they're sort of Marks and Spencer's, nice and light. These ones I just thought were quite nice to wear. I thought they were quite smart and casual. They're from Next. Again, really soft, lightweight material, and just slip them on with a t-shirt, and that's me done for the evening. So I think they're quite nice as well. And these are the ones that I was just telling you about that one of our ladies wrote in about, and she was wearing out. These exact ones, I actually have them as well, so it made me smile when I read the post. But they've got like palm trees on, and I think, again, you could wear them out. I think they're quite nice to wear out. But once you know the pyjamas, I suppose psychologically you can't wear them out. So those ones, £16 for these from Marks and Spencer. These ones were also £16 from Next. And then the first set, these ones, this is a set, and that was £32 from Marks and Spencer. And I won't show you anymore because I'm too embarrassed by how many pairs I've actually bought this month. Now the next thing is menopause supplements and natural remedies. If you're not taking HRT, you're probably taking some sort of natural remedy to help you control the symptoms a little bit. There are lots out there, lots to choose from. I'm sure you're probably familiar with them. But what happens with me is I tend to find that if I'm taking something for a few weeks, that they stop working. Typical for me is sage and maca. If I'm taking those for maybe 4 weeks, all of a sudden my body sort of adjusts to the levels and they're not effective anymore. So I stop taking them for a while and then restart again just to give my body a break. But I think the same happens with the natural support supplements as well. But this one I've just found in Boots, well not just, because I've just finished taking my first month, and this is Menopause Support Plus, Boots' own brand, and they're two tablets. You've got a vitamin supplement and a botanical supplement. So you've got 28 days. These are the vitamins and these are the botanicals. The vitamin supplements are a complete supplement for everything that we need for this time, this stage of our life. It's got things like vitamin B6, which is good for hormone balance. It's got vitamin B12, which is good for energy. It's got vitamins A, C, D, E, which is, you know, all good for bone health. Magnesium, which we spoke about the other week, which is a good for muscle relaxing or for restless legs. It's got zinc, calcium, iron, everything basically that we need in here during this stage of life to keep us healthy. And then the botanical supplements. These have got sage, which we a lot of us take for helping us cool down the hot flushes. Sage actually cools the blood, helps to cool the blood, so it does sort of minimize the intensity of hot flushes and night sweats. Again, a lot of women have success with that. Taking it for too long, have a break from it, and then take it again. But when it's all together in here, you might find it reacts a little bit differently in the body. So you've got sage in there, you've got soya isoflavones extracts. Now soya has a molecular structure very similar to human estrogen. So when you're taking it as a supplement, it can actually boost your natural estrogen levels and help minimize symptoms. It's also got green tea in here, which is a very powerful antioxidant, again helps with many menopause symptoms, and it's got flaxseed extract. Now flax seeds or linseed, so those little tiny seeds, they're really rich in omega-3, which can help with lots of menopause symptoms. And if you buy them, make sure that you don't buy the pre-ground ones if you're actually adding them to your food, because they lose their nutritional value very quickly. So I know that you can buy them pre-ground, but it's much better to buy them whole and grind them as you need them, and then sprinkle them onto your food, mix them into yogurts, juices, smoothies, onto your cereal, all sorts of things. It just gives you that boost of omega-3, and then if you're taking them in the supplement as well, then you'll be getting your recommended daily allowance for sure. But like I say, if you do find, I'm going to actually carry on, this is my second packet, I'm going to carry on taking them just to see how long I can take them before they stop working like the other ones did for me, just as a bit of an experiment. But I've taken the first 28 days and they're still working fine. So I'm going to carry on now with my second packet just to see how long it takes. Because, you know, once your body's used to taking something, it just sort of adapts to it quite easily. And if you mix it up a bit, your body doesn't sort of know what's coming next. So I'll think, oh, well, you know, what's coming now? I'll try some of that, and it sort of makes it sort of wake up a little bit. So if you do find that happens to you with different supplements, whatever they may be, either, like I say, stop taking them for a few days and start again, or it's just alternate it with something, a same product but maybe a different brand that's got different levels of ingredients in, and then your body will sort of be kept on its toes, as it were. Next thing I found was some body products from Sanctuary. Now, when I was walking past them, the first thing that stuck out was the word cooling. So anything that's got cooling on it these days, I'm like bee to a honey hive. I thought, ooh, yeah, I've got to have a look at that. So we've got 3 products here, and they are all cooling products. There's a body scrub, it's a body scrub. Then there's a cooling body wash, cooling shower drench, that one's called, and then this one is the cooling body sorbet. Now, I've tried all of them because I had to buy all of them because they all sounded absolutely amazing. The main active ingredient in all of them is menthol, so that's the thing that's sort of going to be cooling the skin. Now, the scrub has got sea salt in it. Smells lovely, and you can see I've just been using it quite a lot. The one thing I would say about this is it's not that scrubby. I know the Sanctuary do some really nice body scrubs, and I've used quite a few of them. This one, in comparison, it's not that scrubby. The sea salt I mean, it does get the dead skin cells off, but I wouldn't say it's that as good as the other ones that I've tried. Grapeseed oil leaves a lovely soft sort of film on the skin surface. Again, grapeseed oil is very light, it doesn't clog the skin, very rich in antioxidants. But the other thing with it is that I found was that it didn't sort of spread over the skin very well. When I put it on the skin, it stayed in a bit of a one area. I couldn't rub it all over very well. So, and not that cooling. So although it's in my little box of things that I like, I don't know whether I would buy this particular one again. I mean, it did its job, but I've had better, and I didn't find it that cooling. So, but try it and see. I mean, for the summer months, you know, it might be worth just trying. You might have a different experience to me. And that's £8, that one. Now, the shower drench, cooling shower drench. Now, I definitely got a bit more of a cooling sensation with this one. Again, it's got menthol in it, but it's also got, I think it's got cucumber and watermelon in it as well. So all those nice, lovely cooling ingredients in there. And when I was using it, I definitely felt a bit of a tingling sensation going on, and I was very brave, and I finished off with a cold shower, and that sort of reactivated it. So that was nice to use. It lathered up very well, and it did give a little bit of a cooling sensation. So that would probably make it into my bathroom again. But out of all of them in this little trio here, this was definitely the best. This cooling body sorbet. Again, this is £7, and this has got the menthol in it. It's got aloe vera. It's got cucumber and water lily. So again, all lovely ingredients, and it really does smell very fresh and clean. And this, when I put this on, I felt it tingling and cooling almost immediately. It absorbed into the skin. It's not too thick or greasy. It's absorbed into the skin really well. Funnily enough, I was actually putting it on in the bedroom in front of my fan, as you do, got the fan going, and that seemed to activate it even more. It's probably the menthol in it, but when the cold air was blowing on me, it was sort of making it feel even cooler as I was putting it on, and the sensation lasted for about 20 minutes, half an hour, I'd say. And then as it was wearing off, I actually walked by the fan again, and that reactivated it. The coolness on my skin sort of reactivated the sensation of the cool in the body lotion. So that's definitely my favourite out of all 3 of them. So I would definitely use that. If you've got cracked skin or very, very dry skin, then I wouldn't recommend this, because obviously any broken skin, the menthol would probably be quite irritating and quite sore. So just be aware of that if you've got sort of very sensitive or skin which is you've scratched, or you've got sores or something like that. So stay away from that. And then finally, in my bag of tricks, I've got something that really does help menopause. It takes menopause away totally. It's really, really good for menopause. It you can lose weight with it. It stops headaches, it stops fatigue, it gives you more energy and just makes you feel so much better. And it's these. Ta-da! Just joking. I don't know how they find their way into my fridge every week, but they are Bounty ice creams and I just love them. They do nothing for menopause at all, of course, but they are just delicious. They're very cooling and they're just lovely, and they're a nice treat to have once in a while. So yeah, so that's it. That's my little bag of tricks. I hope you sort of have a look, see what you think. The water bottle is definitely great. If you're wearing makeup a lot, then do try that makeup setting spray from Urban Decay. Love the pyjamas, live in them all the while. And the Menopause Plus support from Boots' own brand, do try those, because they are actually one of the best brands that I've tried, and I'm sure it's just nice having that vitamin in there as well as the botanical supplements, so you know you've got everything going on there and you don't have to worry too much. As with all natural remedies, you know, what works for one may not work for another, and that's the thing with natural remedies. I mean, your best friend could be using something that she swears blind by and it's the best thing ever. You try it and it will have a different effect, and that's because we're all different. We all have a different menopause journey, but it's trial and error at the end of the day. So they've definitely helped me, and I was very impressed with those compared to the other ones that I've used. Sanctuary products, give them a go. I mean, they're great for the summer. They're great if you've got to wash, you've got to put lotion on anyway. So why not use something with a cooling agent in it? You might find it more useful, more beneficial than the other ones. So that's it. So that's my little bag of tricks, the roundup for this month. I'm actually not going to be here next week because I'm going away with my husband for the weekend to a nice country house hotel. So I won't be here. So I'll be with you in a couple of weeks. But if you found anything that's helped you, just little things along the way that you think might help others, do let us know, put a comment in, and it would be great just to get your feedback so we can try different things out. So it will be July when I see you again. But don't forget, the newsletter is coming out the first week of July. If you've signed up for that already, it will automatically come to you. The second edition will come to you automatically in your email. If you haven't signed up, I'll put the link below and you can sign up. And once you've confirmed your subscription, you will get the copy of our newsletter, which is just an extension of this Facebook page. Lots of interesting things going on in there, and we'll send it to you every month when it comes out. So on that note, I will love you and leave you. I hope you have a good week. I hope menopause is kind to you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye for now.